What if I told you that the next 6 months have the potential to transform your entire life in ways you never imagined possible? What if you knew deep down that half a year from now you could look in the mirror and barely recognize the person staring back at you, not because they look different, but because they are different, stronger, sharper, more focused, more resilient, and absolutely relentless in their pursuit of greatness? Most people underestimate what they can accomplish in 6 months. They think real change takes years, and so they settle. They shrink their dreams to match their current habits instead of expanding their habits to meet the size of their dreams. But you're not here to settle. You're here because a voice inside you refuses to stay silent any longer. It's telling you it's time. It's screaming that you've played small for too long, that you've let fear dictate your potential, that you've spent enough time surviving, and now it's time to thrive. The truth is, 6 months is more than enough time to build a new reality. Every empire begins with a single decision. Every breakthrough starts with a commitment to do the uncomfortable work that others avoid. Success doesn't fall into your lap. It's built brick by brick, decision by decision, day by day, in silence and sweat, and often in solitude. You don't need more time. You don't need permission. You don't need luck. You need discipline. You need a plan. And you need to start today. There are 180 days ahead of you. That's 180 chances to say yes to your vision. That's 180 mornings to choose growth over comfort, action over procrastination, excellence over excuses. But this isn't a motivational fantasy. It's a challenge, because most people start strong and burn out fast. They set goals but never build systems. They chase motivation but they never master discipline. They want change but they don't want discomfort. And that's exactly why you must be different. The next 6 months will test you in every way, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. You'll face resistance from your environment, your relationships, your inner critic, and your old habits. You'll be tempted to quit. But quitting is not an option when your future is on the line. If you want to become someone you've never been, you'll need to do things you've never done. That means waking up earlier, training harder, reading more, speaking less, listening more, spending wisely, surrounding yourself with people who challenge your limits instead of validating your mediocrity. The world doesn't reward potential, it rewards results. And results come to those who are consistent when no one is watching, who show up when they're tired, who keep going when it's hard, who stay hungry when it's easier to settle. Over the next 6 months, you will rewrite your identity, not with words, but with action. The goal is not to be perfect. The goal is to be unrecognizable. This journey starts with a decision. The decision to take full ownership of your life, not partial, not conditional, total ownership. That means no more blaming your past, your parents, your boss, your trauma, your bank account, or your circumstances. They may explain where you've been, but they don't define where you're going. You are not a victim, you are a creator. And starting today, you are the architect of your destiny. The next 6 months are not just about achieving goals, they are about becoming someone who never needs to get back on track again, because the track becomes who you are, a person of vision, a person of intention, a person of grit. And when people see you 6 months from now, they won't believe it's you, but you will. Because you'll remember the mornings you got up when it was easier to stay in bed. You'll remember the hours you studied while others were distracted. You'll remember the nights you worked on your craft while everyone else was watching TV. You'll remember the days you wanted to quit but didn't. That's what this is about, not just transformation, but rebirth. Welcome to your new life. Now let's build it. The first 30 days are not about fireworks or flashy goals. They're about fundamentals. You can't construct a skyscraper on broken ground. You need to strip your life down to its roots and rebuild with intention. That starts by taking radical inventory. What's helping you grow? What's holding you back? What distractions eat away at your time? What habits poison your progress? This month is about clarity. Get brutally honest with yourself. Your future depends on it. Delete the apps that waste your attention. Cut ties with relationships that drain your energy. Clean your room. Organize your schedule. Audit your habits. The goal is simple. Create an environment where success is unavoidable. Most people treat success like a lottery ticket. You will treat it like a recipe. Measurable, repeatable, consistent. Create a daily structure that fuels your goals. Start with your mornings, as they set the tone for your entire day. Wake up early, move your body, read, plan your top priorities, reflect on your purpose, then take action before your brain has time to make excuses. Your morning should be a ritual, not a rush. And your nights, that's where you prepare for tomorrow. Review your wins, track your progress, reset your mindset. This is where you separate yourself from average. While they complain about their situation, you're creating a system. While they sleepwalk through life, you're waking up to purpose. The first month is also about setting identity goals, not just outcome goals. Don't just aim to lose weight. Become someone who doesn't miss workouts. Don't just aim to save money. Become someone who lives below their means. Don't just aim to be productive. Become someone who eliminates distractions. You're not chasing success, you're embodying it. And don't wait to feel ready. The world is full of people who had potential but waited for a perfect moment. That moment never comes. You don't rise to the level of your dreams, you fall to the level of your systems. And this month, your system is everything. Automate good decisions, reduce friction, eliminate temptation, simplify your goals into daily actions. Whether it's tracking calories, writing one page, making one sales call, or reading 10 pages, it adds up. Consistency isn't sexy, but it's unstoppable. Focus on doing small things well over and over again, because that's how transformation begins. Not with a breakthrough, but with a commitment. 1 month of radical focus can change your life's direction forever. So focus, build, show up, and refuse to break the chain. You've laid the groundwork. Now it's time to build. The second and third months of this plan are about acceleration, pushing the flywheel of momentum until your habits take over and your actions feel inevitable. This is where the work starts to pay visible dividends. You'll begin to feel the shift. Your body will respond to the discipline. Your mind will gain clarity. Your energy will elevate. And your confidence, it'll begin to roar. But remember, momentum is a privilege, not a guarantee. It can disappear if you stop respecting it. Now that your daily rituals are forming, it's time to amplify them. Step up your workouts, sharpen your diet, stretch your goals, increase the pressure, not to break, but to evolve. Diamonds aren't born in comfort. They're formed under pressure. Month 2 is where distractions become your greatest enemy. Comfort will creep in whispering, "You've done enough." But that's a trap. Success doesn't reward minimal effort. It multiplies consistency. You must continue to make bold choices. Wake up before the sun. Refuse the scroll. Finish the work even when it's inconvenient. Set deadlines. Create weekly scorecards. Raise your personal standards. This phase is about intensity without burnout, passion without chaos. And above all, it's about mental transformation. Because you cannot master your external world until you conquer the internal one. The third month introduces mental rewiring. Start examining the beliefs that run your life. Are you still operating under self-doubt from the past? Do you question your worth, your talent, your value? Every limitation you face externally is mirrored internally. If you want to change your outcomes, you must change your beliefs. Build a new identity around someone who expects to win, who trains when others rest, who sees every obstacle as a ladder. Reframe pain as feedback, not failure. Learn to love the grind. Not because it's easy, but because it builds your edge. Write affirmations rooted in action. Say them out loud, not fluff, power. I show up even when I'm tired. I execute no matter how I feel. I am disciplined not because it's easy, but because it's necessary. Pair your mind training with education. Read 15 minutes daily. Books on mindset, money, productivity, psychology. Learn from those who have walked the road ahead. Your brain is a tool. Sharpen it relentlessly. You're no longer reacting to life, you're architecting it. And during these 2 months, protect your time with ferocity. Say no more often. Cut out gossip, small talk, and unnecessary drama. You are not here to be liked, you're here to become elite. By now, you're becoming unfamiliar to the people around you, and that's okay. Growth isolates before it elevates. Some people will misunderstand your obsession. Let them. Your life is not a democracy. You don't owe explanations for prioritizing your purpose. You've entered the phase where most people give up. Why? Because the novelty wears off and the grind sets in. But you're different. You understand that repetition is power, that mastery is boring, that champions are built in silence. Keep going, keep refining, keep pushing. Month 3 is where your past self dies and the new you is born. By now, your habits have become rhythms, your energy has stabilized, your systems are flowing, but this isn't the time to relax, it's the time to expand. Month 4 is all about elevating every area of your life to match your potential. You've built consistency, now it's time for capacity. Increase the difficulty of your workouts. Tackle more complex problems. Take on a leadership role. Begin building something greater than yourself. A brand, a business, a mission. Comfort zones must now be completely eradicated. You've proven you can show up for yourself. Now prove you can execute at a higher level. This is where the elite separate from the average. It's not about more hustle, it's about higher standards. From how you dress, to how you speak, to how you manage your money, your calendar, and your emotions. Every detail matters. Upgrade your environment. Audit your inner circle. Evaluate your values. Are your habits now congruent with who you want to become 5 years from now? If not, adjust. Leveling up means refining every aspect of your life. Excellence is no longer optional. It's your new normal. This month, become a problem solver. Leaders don't react, they anticipate. Study your craft. Study human behavior. Learn to read rooms. Train your communication. Develop emotional intelligence. Strength and softness, both are needed. Begin creating more than you consume. Start teaching others what you're learning. Share your system. Build community. Legacy is built when your success starts to impact others. Your knowledge, your lessons, your scars, they can light someone else's path. Don't keep them to yourself. And then comes month 5, the month of execution. This is where you stop planning and start producing at scale. Whatever you've been holding back on, launch it. Whether it's a book, a podcast, a course, a project, a new career path, it's time to hit publish. Perfectionism is fear-wearing makeup. Let it go. Launch ugly, adapt fast, iterate in real time. Success rewards the bold, and while others hesitate, you execute. By now, your mindset is a fortress. Your habits are iron. Your confidence, unshakable. You've reprogrammed your entire operating system. Now it's time to prove that it wasn't just hype. It's who you are. You're no longer building momentum. You are momentum. And the world is starting to notice. Keep going. You've reached the final stretch, month 6. The moment where all your efforts, all your discipline, all your focus come together. Boom. This isn't the end, and this is the beginning of a new identity. You're no longer chasing transformation. You are transformed. Take a moment to look at who you were before this journey began. Reflect on your old habits, your excuses, your pain, your limitations. Now look at who you are. Focused, driven, refined, intentional. That's what this process was always about. Not temporary success, permanent shift. The final month is about integration, locking in the new standards as your non-negotiable way of life. Document your lessons. Create a playbook, study your progress, celebrate your growth, and not with ego, but with gratitude. Then set your next 6-month vision. Your future is now built on evidence, not empty hopes. You know what it takes to transform. You've lived it, but don't stop here. Begin building longer-term systems. Turn your habits into legacy. Use your platform to serve others. Lead from experience, not theory. Expand your mission beyond self-improvement into world improvement. Start thinking generationally. How can your growth impact your family, your community, your industry? That's real success, turning personal power into shared elevation. You're no longer interested in average. You've touched your potential. You've seen what happens when you get serious, and you'll never go back. The old you, buried. The new you, just getting started. 6 months ago, you made a decision that most will never make. You chose growth over comfort. You chose action over excuses. You chose legacy over laziness. And now, you have the results to show for it. But this is not your peak. This is your foundation. A new era begins. One where you lead with power, live with purpose, and show others what's possible when you commit fully to yourself. You've earned this identity. Now protect it, nurture it, expand it. Because transformation is not a moment, it's a movement. And you are living proof that 6 months of obsession can change everything. Now go, teach, build, rise. And never forget, the most powerful force in the world is a person who decides they will no longer be average,